Hello Gemini and welcome to your reading for October 2020. Well, I think I finished September with you going to a bit of a slump. That's actually how we're starting October. You're feeling quite negative, the glass is half empty, it is not half full, and there's a lot of stress around you. So we're starting out the month on a low, actually, when last month I remember for you was a really high month for you. Sorry to say, well, I've got kind of the opposite going on in October. So let's have a little chat about what's going on because you're pretty stressed out. The negativity and the stress is actually how I'm starting the month. So, and they are all caused, I can see the people involved here. I do have my Queen of Swords. So my Queen of Swords is over the top of quite a few situations going on here. Now my Queen of Swords is, well, she's an interesting one. The Queen of Swords is not someone that you can actually reason with. The Queen of Swords is someone who tries to control situations around her, and attached to her also is my Five of Swords. So this is a fairly deadly combination that's coming up in your spread, Gemini. So I'm going to have to kind of give you this really big fat warning about the Queen of Swords. If you can identify who she is as I'm speaking to you and you're going, yep, I know who that is. Can you please just stay away from the situation and don't engage? My Queen of Swords has quite a sharp tongue. It doesn't matter how you speak to this person, it will always be turned around to be your fault. My Queen of Swords is really good at that. And she's a bit scary too. So let's just I kind of just want you to stay away from her. Now, if you're technically thinking about a man as I speak about this, then that is the same deal, just this is right before the middle of the month. So I'd go from, you know, in the first 2 weeks to the second week of October that all this is going to happen. Now, the result of this situation or this confrontation or whatever it is with this person, the result of this is that you're going to run away into your cave and sort of like shut the door and not talk to anybody. And that's okay. I'm okay with that actually, because it's probably the best course of action to take at this point. You know, sometimes I might say they can't do that, call them on it, but this is a sort of situation where I'm just going to say this is too much, just leave it alone, let it lie. Unfortunately, the result of all of this is making you sick, and I've got some pain presenting in your body from the middle of the month. So after we have kind of this situation happen with this person, then it all presents physically in the body. And I know I say this over and over and over again to nearly every star sign, but when we go through a stressful event, the stress will present in your body physically 100% of the time, no exceptions. And the distance between the event and the presentation physically varies with people. Yours seem to happen very close together, so it doesn't look like it's going to happen and then you wait 2 weeks and things start to fall apart. It looks like it happens almost immediately. So because it's all bunched up together, it does look like a fairly rough patch. However, you are going to get through that. And I'm spending a lot of time talking about that because this is really, really, really important, that you just get through that rough patch. Now, if you're feeling unwell, if it makes you sick, then do what you need to do to make yourself feel better. We are getting out and seeing our friends now, but I do see you going into a hermit stage at some point. But then after all that sort of dust has settled from that, thank the Lord, I have some nice new beginnings for you. And I've got things going on here that really look nice to me. Are you thinking of going camping or fishing or going out to nature? Something like that is going on here. And I really want you to just follow your instinct around this, because your instincts are spot on as I come towards the end of the month. So you've had a really high month in September and I'm heading into a bit of a low in October, but it's okay because after I get through that bad patch, I'm heading out. I've got beautiful new beginnings, my Ace of Swords here, beautiful new beginnings, and your communication comes back into play. Swords is always about communication. And then as I finish up the month, we're on our chariot and we're moving. So this is a movement card. So whatever you're doing, by the end of October, things are on the move for you. So because it's quite stagnant through most of this spread, but then as I get towards the end, there's movement coming for you. So whether that's movement around work or location of home or travel or anything like that, there's definite movement for you by the end of the month, and I look forward to that for you. So head down, bum up before we go through the first couple of weeks of October, get through that, and then you're going to be fine. Okay, thanks Gemini, I'll see you next month. Bye bye.